warm-up number 2. So first we have to, in order to graph it, we have to find our x-intercepts. So here's my first factor. So I'm going to put zeros here, and then on the other side, I'm going to put my multiplicity. And I'm just going to call it multiplicity. And so my multiplicity, remember, is going to tell me what that zero is doing at, or what the graph is doing at that particular zero. Okay, so x plus 2 is my first factor, so that means my first zero is negative 2. And this exponent tells me what my multiplicity is, so that is positive 2. My next zero is 3. And since there is no exponent there, you can imply that there's the 1. And then this is plus 4, so then my 0 is minus 4, and then my multiplicity is 1. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and graph my zeros. So I have negative 2, and I'm just going to say negative 2 is about here. Positive 3 somewhere over here, and then negative 4 somewhere over here. Okay. So now that I have my zeros graphed, I have to think of my end behavior, what my leading term is. So if I add up all of my multiplicities, 2, 3, 4, that means my lead term is going to be x to the 4th. Okay? And since there's a positive out here, you could say it's positive x to the 4th. So remember, if my leading term is x to the 4th, that means it's an even. So that means my arrows are going to be positive and going to be in the same direction like that. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and graph it. So I'm going to first connect my left arrow, which is right here, to my first zero, which is negative 4. So now I'm going to go over here to my 0 at negative 4, and my multiplicity is 1, which implies that it's just going to go straight through the x-axis. And then my next x-intercept that I approach is negative 2. Negative 2, my multiplicity is 2, so that means it just bounces off, so it touches at negative 2, and then turns around and goes the opposite direction. So that's what I mean by bounces off. So it touches it, and then goes in the opposite direction. So now I'm just going to round it back up. My next x-intercept is a positive 3. My multiplicity is 1, so it's just going to go straight through like that. So it should be I guess you could say a W.